He misses that 5 seconds ago. We have no timeouts. Jimmy pushing it up. 3, 2, Jimmy Butler, pull up midi for the win. Right now we are past the trade deadline. And you see, this is the roster that we got for the rest of the year. It's a very interesting lineup with Steph, Buddy Hield, Jimmy Butler, Draymond, and Trace Jackson Davis. The direction of this team is very, like we have to go all in for these next few years because Jimmy in 2K regresses really, really badly. He'll probably be down to an 85 or 84 overall after this season. And then same with Draymond as well. All right, so I'm just taking the injury off of Kuminga real quick, and then let's get him into the lineup because that will definitely change things. So he's going to be our 6th man now. So this will be the rotation with Kuminga, and then Gary Payton, Podziemski, and then Looney off the bench. Quentin Post started the center last night. Don't really know much about him. I don't know if he's going to be in the rotation in 2K just because he's such a low overall. And then I want to get Moses Moody some minutes as well for the rest of the year. Really, like, I feel like the direction of this team, they're kind of panicked with that Jimmy trade. And I feel like we got to continue, like, going all in the offseason and stuff because this team, let's be real, they're not going to really do anything this season. I mean, we could be a play-in team and then make a miracle run, but in 2K that's probably not going to happen. So I do want to check Jimmy Butler's shot tendency because I do think I need him to be taking a few more shots. We'll get him up to like an 80, we'll go 82 shot tendency for him, and then Pods should probably be taking a few more shots. Same with Moses Moody. I want to go through a few of these games just kind of see how this team is playing. Able to go on a nice little win streak right there. We win 3 in a row. So one of the biggest things for the Warriors is, are they going to extend Jonathan Kuminga? He's going to want $28 million a year, and that is something that they have to figure out if they want to pay Kuminga $28 million. Just looking at the salary on this table, I'm probably going to be moving on from Draymond in the offseason just because he's going to regress so bad. Gary Payton, another player that I probably will move on from. Paying Kuminga isn't the worst thing. Maybe I could put him in a package together. Kuminga, Podziemski, some picks, maybe go to get another 3rd superstar. So I'm actually going to give him a pretty hefty contract just so we can match some salaries. I'm going to give him $32.50 over 4 years, and he's going to obviously accept that deal. He's going to be our 3rd highest paid player on the team. I'm also going to bring back Looney, like 3.15 over 2 years. He accepts that contract extension as well. See where this team can go in the playoffs. Nice little win streak here. See if we can end the season with a few wins right now. We're actually almost a 50-win team after adding Jimmy Butler. We're going to be at a 46-36 record. Jokic wins MVP. I still think Shea's going to win MVP. 2K thinks Jokic is going to win it in this year. Alex Sarr is going to be your Rookie of the Year. We have Nasri winning 6th man. Wemby winning Defensive Player of the Year. Amen Thompson, Most Improved Player, who has been frying this year. And then Trae Young, Clutch Player. Mark Daigneault and the Thunder only win 57 games. No Curry on any All-NBA 1st or 2nd teams. He does not make any All-NBA teams, so no Steph Curry anywhere. And no defensive teams for anybody as well. Okay, so we finished the 6th seed in the playoffs, so we actually did avoid a play-in game, which is nice. That we don't have to play in a play-in game. We are tied with the Grizzlies. So yeah, we will be playing Denver in the 1st round, which is going to be an extremely tough matchup for us. We do have a nice team. A lot of 80 overalls. You have 83 off the bench. That's on the year, or 2nd half of the year. Jimmy ends up averaging 18 points for them, 5 rebounds, 4.7 assists. He shot 35% from 3 as well. Kuminga was there off the bench with 15 points per game. Curry, obviously 25. Buddy Hield was there with 12. Podziemski was there with 9. Kind of underwhelming season again for Podziemski. Probably going to be a trade candidate. We're going to have a lot of big contracts to move. We're going to be able to make some moves in the offseason. I'm excited for it. Looking at the team stats wise, our offense is pretty rough, man. We have one of the worst offenses in the NBA. But our defense, though, is keeping us in the games, or top 3 defense in the NBA. As you can see, this is a very solid defensive front court we got here with Jimmy, Draymond. Okay, let's get into this 1st round matchup. Obviously, we have Denver. Gonna be some rough matchups. TRD is probably gonna get fried by Jokic. But we'll see what we can do. All right, game number 1 is going to be a Golden State victory. Beautiful. We win by 12 points right there. Curry goes for 28. Jimmy goes for 27. Buddy goes for 19. 4 for 9 from 3. Gonna need a 3rd guy to step up, that being Kuminga or Buddy or somebody off the bench is gonna need to put in some work besides Steph and Jimmy. Sim game number 2, and we have another victory. We go up 2-0 against Denver, holding them to under 100 points. Steph and Jimmy both go for 30 each, and Curry shot 2 for 10. We still got it done. Buddy was there with 16, Podziemski with 13. Rough start of the playoffs for Kuminga. Game number 3, can we go up 3-0? And we are able to go up 3-0 in this Denver team, holding them to under 90 points. So we are really clamping this team up. Curry with 32, 6 and 7. Jimmy, 25, 5 and 5, doing his thing in this playoffs. He's averaging 27 so far. Kuminga with a bounce back game from 17, and Buddy being Mr. Consistent, 15 points right there. And can we sweep Denver? And we are not able to sweep Denver right there. We lose by 20. Can we get out in 5 games? Yes, we get out in 5 games right there. Win by 23. Jimmy and Steph. Very great 1st round from the guys. Curry averaging 32. Jimmy was there with 27. Extremely efficient. I mean, that's why they went and got him, bro. The closeout games to win a playoff series. That's why they went and got a closer and playoff performer in Jimmy Butler. They want Kuminga to start at the 4. That's a little interesting. If they want to start Kuminga, we'll start Kuminga. If our defense starts to like really lack, then I'll put Draymond back in the starting lineup. But Kuminga does provide us more offense. Round number 2 is going to be really tough against Anthony Edwards. I'm going to have to put Jimmy on him. I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make, but I can't have Buddy Hield guarding Anthony Edwards, so I'm going to go put Jimmy Butler on Ant. Still has really good defensive stats in 2K, so we'll see what that does. Game number 1 is going to be a Minnesota victory. Don't think we're going to be able to get past Minnesota, as Ant and Julius Randle both dropped 40 on us. Steph with 34. Steph and Jimmy, they've been doing their thing, which is a very promising sight to see. Just nobody else can't really match up with these guys. Game number 2 is going to be a Golden State victory. We do get it done right there. Ant only with 21 points. We win by 6. Steph Curry with 30. Jimmy 18 points, Buddy Hield and Draymond. Can we go up 2-1? And we are able to go up 2-1. Steph with a big time 43-point game. We hold them to only 81 points. Our defense is really clamping. Steph shot 19 threes, so he didn't even shoot well at all. Buddy Hield with 14. Rough game from Jimmy too, but we get it done. Steph miracles, and we're just clamping up this team, bro. Held Ant to 7 of 23. Randall with a bad game. Yeah. All right, let's go up 3-1, and we're in the conference finals, and we cannot. They tie it 2-2. Steph with 36, Jimmy with 30, but a bounce back game from Ant, Naz Reid, and Julius Randle. Can we go up 3-2? And we can win by 3, squeeze it out. Another rough game from Ant, Jimmy with 30, Steph with 23, and I'm ready to close this out. Can we get out in 6 games? Let's simcast it. Can we win game 6 and go to the conference finals with Jimmy Butler with a massive first quarter start? We're up in the second quarter, up by 10 in the third. Can we hold on to this lead? And we're going to be getting past the Minnesota Timberwolves 2 seed in the second round, and we win in 6 games. This is a beautiful start to the rebuild. Steph Curry closed it out with 36 points right there, and Jimmy had Ant in prison for most of that second round matchup. Crazy second round with Dallas playing the 8-seeded Clippers. Dallas ends up getting the dub right there, so a matchup of the 5th and 6th seed in the Western Conference. And you know who's on this Dallas team, man. They got Spencer Dinwiddie, Kyrie, Clay, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively, Gafford. A lot of big time players over there on that team. This is going to be a very tough matchup in this conference finals. Game number 1 is going to be a Golden State victory. We do get it done. Hold them to under 100 points. Our defense has been absolutely phenomenal in these playoffs. Steph 27 and 11. Jimmy with a rough game, but I mean, look, we're generating so many steals, man. Like 5 steals for Draymond, 1 for everybody, 4 blocks for Draymond. Has been a menace defensively. Can we go up 2-0? No, we cannot. They tie it 1-1. Kyrie goes for 40. Big time game 3. We do go down 2-1 in this series. They put up 130 on us. That is not really like us. AD and Kyrie might be too much for this team to handle. If we go down 3-1, it's probably a wrap, and we do go down 3-1. Yeah, they're outscoring us like by crazy. Like, we can't score with them and we can't defend them. 3-1 comeback could happen, but it probably isn't gonna happen. Up in the third quarter, kind of back and forth game, and it looks like 2-point game with a minute left. I'm gonna jump into it. We're down by 1 with 49 seconds left. Okay, Dallas got the ball. We are down by 1. We're gonna need a stop here. The ball into Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis backing down Jimmy, and he is going to miss that. We get the rebound. Jimmy, that number 10, Butler the third on the back of his jersey, looks so weird. Jimmy kicks out to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield misses the 3. We don't have to foul. We can play defense here. About a 4-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Dinwiddie with 10 seconds left. Dinwiddie going baseline. He going to try to take Jimmy off the dribble. Step back. That's a tough shot. He misses that 5 seconds ago. We have no timeouts. Jimmy pushing it up 3, 2. Jimmy Butler. Pull up midi for the win. He's got it. Jimmy Butler. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jimmy Butler with a game-winning shot to force a game 6. All right. So we're going in big time game 6. We're gonna simcast this one as well. Jimmy forced 6. So can he force 7 games? It took a game winner, but one more big time win, and we just got to win one more game, and we're there. Ooh, 1-point game. Another really close game in the fourth quarter. Am I gonna have to jump into this one too? Up by 5. Tie game. It's in overtime. Can we squeeze it out? Down by 3, down by 5, and they pull away, and we lose in overtime of game 6 to the Dallas Mavericks, and we get eliminated in the conference finals. Dallas was too much, but we did fight, bro. We did fight. Curry went for 40. Jimmy with 30. Big time playoffs for Jimmy. He played really, really well. Curry played extremely well, but Kyrie and AD were just way too much to handle, bro. And the Knicks end up winning in 6 games in year number 1. Towns wins finals MVP. So we got some work to do with this team, but a conference finals appearance in this half year after trading for Jimmy is very, very good. But I'm ready to get into the offseason and get into year number 2 and start building around Steph and Jimmy a little bit better. LeBron calls it a career after playing 1 year with Luka. Okay, draft lottery. Now, I'm not sure. Now, the first round pick situation for the Warriors is they gave that first round pick over to Miami in the trade, which I think was lottery protected. So if the Warriors did make the playoffs, then the Heat got that pick, I believe it is. So that Warriors pick at 21 is actually supposed to be the Heat's pick. So I got to trade that to them real quick. So I'm going to be trading them pick 21. So the Heat have 2 first round picks in this upcoming draft. We only have second round picks. I'm going to be trading these second round picks. I don't really want them. I can actually move into the first round for Boston. I can trade 2 seconds to move into the first round, and you know, actually do that. Boston's willing to give us pick 27 for 2 second round picks. I'm going to accept that trade, and then we can actually go into the draft and draft somebody. So sim to user pick, let's see here. We can take Drake Powell. Actually see here falls to pick 27. So I'm going to be drafting Drake Powell here, 18 years old, shooting guard out of North Carolina. We'll take him. So NBA draft, you see Wizards, Hornets take Cooper Flag. Miami ended up taking this big time center. I don't know why they took a center. They just drafted Kilo Ware, and then at 21 they took Derek Queen. They drafted 2 centers in the draft. Nice, going Pat Riley, Adam Simons, and Spoelstra. Good shit. I'm gonna pick up the option on Podziemski and Guy Santos as well. And then free agency, we do not have money obviously because we extended Kuminga. This is where I think I'm gonna look to make some moves. So this is our contract situation. Jimmy, Curry making over 50 M's a year, and then Kuminga we signed with 32. So I'm gonna take a look at some rebuilding teams, see if I can make a move here. Who's rebuilding or buying that I can fit next to, that I can pair next to Jimmy and Steph? I mean, talk about a player that just failed his physical. Mark Williams. Would the Hornets be interested in trading Mark Williams to us? They say no. I would be willing to throw you Santos in this deal. I'd be willing to throw you Quentin Post in this deal. They say no. I will give you a first round pick in 29. They say no. I'll give you 1 more first round pick in 28, and they agree to that. So we make a blockbuster move to trade for Mark Williams before Draymond really hits his crazy regression, because Draymond's gonna, in 2K Draymond, he's gonna go from 83 overall probably to a 79 overall. And this team didn't really have that star, that big time big man on the roster. And this is going to allow us to get Mark Williams, who failed his physical for the Lakers. So we're going to go grab him. We're not worried about his back in 2K. He's an 85 overall at the age of 23. Very promising player. And then this will allow us to play Kuminga at the 4 if we choose to keep him around. I could look to move on from Kuminga as well, maybe at the start of the year. But right now, this is our roster. So we have Curry at the 1. We don't need a backup point guard. We have Podziemski and Buddy Hield, who I might look to move on from Buddy because he will regress probably. And then we do have Jimmy Butler and Moses Moody. Jimmy's going to regress bad too. We don't need Looney now after trading Mark Williams, so I could use a backup power forward. I'm going to bring Gary Payton back and then trade him immediately. Kind of looking just for a backup power forward. Who's out here that can play backup power forward for us? Give us some solid minutes. Can I grab PJ Washington from Dallas for Looney, Buddy Hield, and Daniel Tice? And they agree to that straight up. They give me PJ Washington for those 3, and I'll take that all day, bro. So now this is the updated roster. The shooting guard position is kind of interesting. Now I could start Pods. I don't know if that's the move, but we will try it out to start the year. Hopefully he progresses a little bit, and then hopefully Jimmy doesn't regress too bad. I did trade for Gary Payton. I am going to trade him right back out. Utah's getting me 2 first round picks for Gary Payton. Sure, I'll take that. Okay, player progression. Hopefully Jimmy doesn't regress too bad, and he goes down 2 to an 84 overall. It's kind of what I expected. Curry goes down 1 as well. PJ goes down 1 as well. Pods does go up to an 80, so I don't know, man. This team is okay. I mean, we added Mark Williams on this team. I wish Kuminga went up more. I don't know. We'll see what this team is. If they're not hooping, then we'll look to make another big time splash. I do like the Mark Williams pickup. I think that's going to help a lot. Yeah, my coffee is cold now, and that shit is gross. All right, so right now, this is what 2K wants the starting lineup to be. Steph Curry, Podziemski, Jimmy Butler, Kuminga, and Mark Williams. With PJ Washington, Trace Jackson Davis, Moses Moody off the bench. That's an 8-man. I could run Garrison Matthews to be our 9th man. Don't really love that. I mean, he is a good shooter. I'll rock with him for now. I mean, if he's playing really bad, we can look to make another move. And then our cap situation is just tough with having these guys overweight making $50 million. Like I said, if Kuminga's not playing up to the standard, I will trade him because he's making 32, and the plan originally was to trade Kuminga. So, and we are gonna have to pay Mark Williams after this year as well. Okay, system pro to start the year is going to be 4 stars, perimeter centric. Obviously, Mark Williams times doesn't help with perimeter centric, so I might move to something else. 7 seconds does kind of fit this team good too. All right, first game of the season after our new trades is a dub over the 76ers. All right, let's go about 20 games into the season, and I'll go to the end of the year with this team. Want to see some big time wins over some of these top Western Conference teams. So far, we lose to 3 of them. Can we beat OKC back-to-back games here? And we were able to beat OKC twice, which is very impressive. Steph Curry is still doing his thing. Looks like Pajemski is he's starting to play some like really meaningful basketball, and that's what you like to see out of pods. Kind of what we've been hoping for from pods. From Warriors fans have been hoping for him as well, to start playing some meaningful hoops, because he hasn't been that great to start his second year. All right, I'll stop it after this week. Dallas and then Brooklyn. Can we pick up 2 wins right there? We split them. We're 16-8 to start the season, which puts us at the 2 seed in the Western Conference. So far, I mean, this team is real good, top of the Western Conference. Like I said, I'll go to the trade deadline. We'll see where this team is in about 2 months, and if we aren't around the top 3-4 seeds, then I will have to probably make a move. Mark Williams, 33-10 right there. I mean, so far he's averaging 14-10. So I'm gonna see our boys halfway through. All right, so y'all see here, our trade deadline is here, and we are 34-18. So probably a top 3 seed. Yeah, it puts us at the 3 seed behind Dallas and San Antonio. So it looks like these kind of 3 teams or the top teams, and then the rest of the conference is kind of tier below us. Would I ride it out with this team? Is this good enough to ride it out, or should I make a move to get over the hump? Even better, I mean, this team is playing really, really good. We'll take a look at stats to see exactly how good we're playing. Yeah, Curry's averaging 28.5 points per game, so he's up 3 points from last year. 5 rebounds, 7 assists for Steph Curry, so he's playing really, really good basketball, leading us. Jimmy Butler's points are 17 points per game, 4 rebounds, 6 assists for Jimmy Butler steal. He's shooting the ball good, kind of efficient. He's playing solid, good enough. Mark Williams is there, 15-10. Really like this addition for Mark Williams for us, man. He's really, really playing solid hoops, man. And then Kuminga, 13 a game, bro. I think I'm gonna have to move on from Kuminga, bro. I think we need somebody who's just gonna help out Curry a little bit more. He's just not consistent enough. I mean, his efficiency is up a little bit from 2, but we're paying him $33 million to score 13 points a night. That's just not going to do it. Pajemski is playing good, a lot better basketball. His efficiency is up across the board. Stats are up across the board as well. PJ Washington coming in here. He's all right. I mean, his per 36s are good. Moses Moody giving us some good minutes. I like Moses Moody a lot. He's shooting the ball really well. Trace Jackson Davis is a good backup big, and then Garrison Matthews not playing too great. Okay, I'm gonna go shop some trades. We'll go see who's selling or rebuilding, what teams are not really playing well. I mean, Jalen Johnson's gonna be rebuilding. The Hawks are always rebuilding. I feel like I trade for Jalen Johnson a lot. Miami is rebuilding, but why would they trade away Bam? Now, a player that would kind of fit this age frame of Jimmy and Steph kind of, and is on a rebuilding team and is a good player, is Pascal Siakam. Now, they're on the rebuilding Hawks. He's on the rebuilding Pacers team. He is making a ton of money. So another player that's just going to make a ton of money, but I really do like the fit. Jalen Stewart. Is there anybody worse that they could give me? Not really. I'll take this G League guy, Ray J. Dennis. So Kuminga and Garrison Matthews for Siakam. The money works. It's close in value. We counter offer with a 2027 Detroit first round pick in Jackson Rowe, and they would give us Tyler Kolek as well. Siakam isn't having the most efficient season. Kind of see the regression that you from 3 and from 2 a little bit, but he still is averaging 17 points per game. I'm gonna look at this offer and I'll come back to it. I want to see if there's anything else out there, but I really do like this offer. Now, I know KD said he's not open to a reunion in Golden State, but if I throw them these 2, is there a path that we could get KD on this team? They actually do counter offer because they're a selling team. They counter offer with Trace Jackson Davis and a first round pick. Oh my God, I feel like I have to do this, right? Jonathan Kuminga, PJ Washington, and Trace Jackson Davis for Kevin Durant. He's on a 1-year deal, but I'd try to give him a contract extension immediately. I don't want to trade Trace Jackson Davis. Is there a way I can get there without Trace Jackson Davis? We got those 2 first round picks we got from the Gary Payton trade. I'll give you this Jazz 29. Why do I have the stipend rule on? I'll give you our unprotected in 27, and they counter offer with Drake Powell and a first, and they're going to give me Nick Richards. I don't need Nick Richards, but I'll take Nick Richards. Jonathan Kuminga, PJ Washington, 3 first round picks, Drake Powell for KD, Carter Bryant, and Nick Richards. I'm accepting this deal, and we're going to be getting Kevin Durant to come back to Golden State. What a trade, bro. That's such a good time, big time trade. That's going to slide KD to the 4. Oh, this is a good team now. Okay, we have Nick Richards and Trace Jackson Davis. Now, who do I prefer between those 2? I think I would prefer to keep Trace Jackson Davis than Nick Richards, just being a little bit younger and a better contract. So I'm going to trade Nick Richards back out in the trade finder. I'm going to throw him in with Jay Sean Tate. Maybe I can go get a backup shooting guard or a backup 4. I think Quentin Grimes would be a nice pickup for this team And honestly, he might be able to start some matchups over Pajemski if we need him to. So I'd give you Garrison Matthews. I would just give you Nick Richards in this deal for Quentin Grimes straight up. They say no to that. I'd give you a few second-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and Nick Richards. They say no. I'll give you 3 second-round picks, and they agree to that. So we'd be essentially just swap Nick Richards for Quentin Grimes, just because we already had Trace Jackson-Davis as a backup big. And now this team is looking legit. Only power forward in the trade finder that isn't going for a first-round pick is actually Sandro Mamu. So I'm going to be picking up Mamu here, backup 4, play spot minutes, decent contract. He's a pretty good shooter. So I'm going to be picking up Mamu, Garrison Matthews, and Holiday. Make that trade. And now our roster rotation is complete. Steph Curry, Brandon Pajemski, Jimmy Butler. We traded and went and got KD, who's having a really, really good year. Mark Williams at the big man position. And then we have Trace Jackson-Davis, Quentin Grimes, Moses Moody, and Mamu off the bench. Very, very solid team. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments down below. We're 4.5 stars perimeter centric now with KD, and I'm ready to go to the end of the year with this team. Okay, KD is not eligible for a contract extension. We'll figure that out in the offseason when we get there, okay? I'm trying to win a championship this year. I'll figure out the KD thing when it comes in the offseason, all right? All right, so year 2 is a wrap, and Shea wins MVP, 36 points per game for SGA. Cooper Flag wins Rookie of the Year. Ant Simons wins 6 man. Wemby Depoy, Kello Ware wins Most Improved. I've been seeing that more and more. Kello Ware winning Most Improved. I like that. Luka wins Clutch Player of the Year with the Lakers after LeBron retires. And we win Coach of the Year with Steve Kerr in year number 2. 57 and 25, bringing this Warriors team back to the top. All NBA first team you see here, all NBA second team we do see Steph Chef. Look at Curry, man, 28 points per game, 5 rebounds, 7 assists for Steph Curry. Okay, so we are the 2 seed in the Western Conference. It looks like, yeah, 57 and 27 tied with Dallas. So we're right there with the top of the teams, tied with the best record in the NBA. It's going to be tough getting out of the West, but we can definitely do it. We're playing Memphis in this first round, and this is our rotation going into the playoffs. Very, very, very good team. Let's check stats real quick just to take a quick look at it. You saw KD, 20 points per game coming in from Phoenix. Like to see that get up a little bit. He did shoot 50, 40, 86 splits, so his efficiency is still there. Jimmy, 17 points per game, solid. Mark Williams, we saw. Pajemski, we saw. Really good season from him. Moody. Quentin Grimes shooting 40 plus from 3. I'm very happy with this team. Let's take a look at team stats. We had top 4 offense in the NBA, and our defense was the best in the NBA, best point differential. So we're right there. We're the best team in the NBA, in my opinion. Let's get into these playoffs. Okay, Memphis in round number 1. They got John Morant, same exact team. They're starting Gigi Jackson now. This is a very, very deep, solid team, but I think we're better. Game number 1 is a Golden State victory. Steph Curry, Mark Williams. We only win by 1 though. Jimmy with a rough game, 0 for 8 from 3 from Jimmy is really, really bad. Can we go 2-0? And we can. Steph Curry, 30. He's leading this team, man. He really is. We go up 3-0 right there, and then can we sweep this Memphis team in the first round? And we were able to sweep them. Steph Curry just leading us in this first round, 29 points per game. And KD kind of a little underwhelming, bro. I'd like to see KD do a little bit more. I'm really, really happy with Pajemski and how he's played in the second year, because I was going to trade his ass, but I'm glad we didn't. They do want to start Quentin Grimes in this second round, which I am cool with for defensive purposes. He's going to have to go and probably guard De'Aaron Fox. So game number 1 against San Antonio. Same exact team. They brought in Santi Aldama off the bench. So same exact team. They do take game number 1. I am a little nervous about this one. We lose by 1 point right there. Wemby goes for 37. Yeah, we don't have an answer for Wemby, which could be a little scary. We're down 2-0. We're down 2-0. Fox went for 40. Okay, we get game number 3, which is a big one. We hold them to under 90 points. Wemby had a really, really bad game. I need more out of KD, bro. Like, I traded for KD to do a little bit more than this. What's his shot tendency at right now? Because I need KD to shoot a little bit more. It's only at an 81. I need that at a 90, bro. I need that at a 90. Big time game 4 to tie it at 2s, and we do. We tied it 2-2, and there's Kevin Durant with a 30-point game. We needed him to do this. I don't know why his shot tendency was so low, but him and Curry need to take over. Can we go up 3-2? And we're able to. And after changing KD's shot tendency, he's absolutely taken over. 33 points right there. Pods with a big 27 piece right there. And can we win in 6 games? We cannot. Game 7, we lose by 3. We got to, oh my God, we absolutely destroying them. We're up by 33, bro, already. Okay, well, that makes my life easy. We are up by 50. Simple. I was more stressed than I had to be. Big game from all the guys right here, man. A lot of spread scoring right there, and we just absolutely bagged them. They shot horrible. Back in the conference finals in year number 2, this time playing Oklahoma City. They were able to beat the 1 seed Dallas, and this is going to be a really tough matchup. Shea, Kesa Wallace, Lou Dort, J-Dub, Chet, Isaiah Hartenstein. It's the same exact team. Game number 1 is a OKC victory. We are favored in the series. We are the 2 seed. Game number 2 is a Golden State victory. KD goes for 37 right there. Can we go up 2-0? We cannot. Shea goes for 30. 35. We only lost by 1 point right there. All right, this is a big time game 4 here to tie it at 2s, and we are able to tie it 2-2 right there. KD goes for 36, Steph with 22. Can we go up 3-2? We cannot. Toronto is in the NBA Finals waiting for us. We just don't have a Shea answer. He's averaging 36. That's the MVP. Yeah, Toronto's in the NBA Finals with Jamal Shead as their starting point guard. So if we can get there, I think we can win the NBA Finals. We just have to get there. All right, I'm only playing 7 guys. We got to play our guys heavy minutes. Can we force a game 7 in the conference finals against OKC, or will we fall short? Up in the second quarter, big time. Another big time performance in the Simcast. Can we hold the lead into the fourth quarter? It looks like we will be able to. Oh my God, we only win by 2? Oh, we ended up winning by 8. That got a little scary at the end of the game there. Jimmy with a 14 assist game. So shout out Jimmy for that performance. Game 7, NBA Finals bound to play the Toronto Raptors. Can we just squeeze out of this one and get a dub? We're up in the second, up in the third. It's a back and forth game. Oh my God, this is a close ass game. Game 7, bro. Up by 4, up by 3, up by 1 with a minute left. We got to hop into it to go to the NBA Finals. Come on. If y'all haven't yet, drop a like on the video. I think this is a pretty good rebuild for y'all, man. I think this is going pretty fun. This is a pretty fun rebuild, bro. Brought KD back. Steph Curry with a minute left. We are up by 1. Curry's going to take Shea to the cup and finish over the top. That's my boy, Steph. Chef, look at Curry, man. Okay, Shea on Curry is a problem. We do need to change this matchup. Shea is just going to abuse Curry all day. I have to change this matchup. Okay, 1 point game still. 50 seconds left. Steph Curry with the ball. Steph, Mark Williams pods. No Jimmy on the floor, and Steph Curry blows by Shea with the layup. Steph Curry is on bullshit. How many points does he have? Steph's got 40. Jimmy back in the game, guarding Shea. This is the lineup that I've been waiting to see. All the stars on the floor. Can we get it done? Jimmy on Shea. Over to Cason Wallace with a quick trigger 3. He misses that. We get the rebound. We should be going to the NBA Finals. Up by 3 with 30 seconds left. KD over Lou Dort, over to Curry, wide open 3. That's chicken. That's, oh, he missed. Steph Curry with a wide open 3. He bricked it. Shea coming up the court. 20 seconds left. Jimmy on him. Jimmy, this is a great matchup. Oh my God, Shea blows by Jimmy, but he missed, and we get the rebound. All right, no timeouts left for this OKC team. They're gonna have to go up the court in 10 seconds. Who's getting the last shot? It's got to be Shea. 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, over to Lou Dort in the corner 3, and he bricks it, and we are going to be getting out of here with a championship. Getting out of here in Game 7 to go to the NBA Finals to play Toronto, a matchup of, what was it, 2019 Finals? Warriors versus Raptors. We're getting our revenge, and this time it's funny because KD is actually here as well on this team. Okay, Raptors, they got Jamal Shead. Steph should have a field day against Jamal Shead. Game number 1 is a Warriors victory. We blow them out. Steph goes for 40. Steph's trying to get another Finals MVP. Game 2 is a Warriors dub. Jimmy with a 30-point game right there. And we're destroying this Raptors team. Steph with 30, KD 30, and we are going to be sweeping. No, we're going to be winning in 5 again. And KD wins Finals MVP, not Steph Curry. KD steals off another Finals MVP from Steph Curry. You could argue that's Steph's trophy, bro. Let's see the NBA Finals stats, because I low-key think that was Steph's trophy. Alright, that's Steph's trophy, bro. Steph averaged 27. Yeah, that's Steph's trophy. Jimmy averaging 15 is crazy in the finals, bro. We got 1 more year of the video left. Let's try to go back to back. We got to figure out the KD extension thing, but we have completed the Warriors rebuild. I'm very happy for this Warriors team, and Jimmy finally does get his ring, which is really, really nice to see. So that completes Jimmy Butler's resume right there. Getting his ring, 1-time NBA champion. He'll be a Hall of Famer. Now, draft lottery, we might have a first-round pick because we did trade for a lot of first-round picks. Thunder have 3 top 10 picks, and we do not have a first-round pick in this draft, which is cool. Steve Kerr gonna stay the head coach. Our main concern is bringing back Durant if we can. Thunder draft Cam Boozer, which is crazy. Bring back the team player options on everybody except for this guy. I can offer him the contract. He is an unrestricted free agent, though. He has 15 offers. He doesn't really have any real offers. The only offer is $50 million contract from the Lakers. So I just got to do a little bit better than that. I'll give him 2 years, $52 million, and I'll give him a player option and a no trade clause. And we'll be getting KD back. He accepts a 1-year deal with us. So we'll go 1 year, $52 million. It kind of fits because it's the last year of the video as well. So I'll be signing KD to that contract right there. And then Mark Williams, we're going to be able to match this offer for Mark Williams. And we can go over to cap to match as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would like to get another backup shooting guard, and then Jimmy's going to regress pretty badly. Probably going to go down to an 83 overall. I would also like to get a backup 4 if I can. I can sign John Isaac, which is pretty nice. So let's bring John Isaac into this team. And then I will also sign Olynyk. All right, I can see Derrick Jones. I'm going to trade for Derrick Jones. And then I'm going to throw Derrick Jones right back out in the trade finder. Looking for a shooting guard that isn't going to regress crazy. Marcus Smart is going to regress. Okay, I see Hugo Gonzalez here. This is a first round pick last year from Spain. He is probably going to he's probably going to progress a little bit. We'll see what he is. I just take a shot on a young guy. I'm curious to see how much regression is actually going to be here for Jimmy Butler and Kevin Durant. Probably a lot. And we do see Curry go down to Jimmy's down to an 82 overall, and KD's down to a 91 overall. This is the last year of the video. We're going to just try to go all in with this old ass team. One more run at it after winning a championship in year number 2. Jimmy's now at an 83 overall, and we're paying him $58 million. Steph Curry, Pods, Jimmy Butler, KD, Mark Williams, Moses Moody, Trace Jackson Davis, Jonathan Isaac, and I will be giving these last minutes to this Hugo Gonzalez. He hasn't played a game yet in the NBA, so same perimeter centric, everything 4.5 stars. Let's go to the trade deadline. I'm gonna see y'all boys halfway through. Let's do it. Okay, so we are at the trade deadline. This team is 40-8, so even better than they were last year. I see no reason to make any moves with this team. We'll just run through a quick look at stats and stuff, but this team is playing insane basketball. We have a second best offense in the NBA, and we're only allowing 103 points per game. We're dominating teams, bro, which is crazy because you look at this lineup and it's good, but it doesn't look like it's dominating, right? Shout out Brandon Pajemski, bro. He's up to 45% from 3 on the season. He's 85 overall. I was ready to trade him in year 1, maybe year 2, but he's proven me wrong, man. Steph Curry, KD, still playing amazing. I tell you a guy who's not playing good hoops is Jimmy Butler. 11 points per game. Horrible efficiency for Jimmy. I want to trade him so bad. The only offer on the market is Paul George and Gershon. And Paul George is even worse. 82 overall, Jimmy Butler making $60 million, man. We'll rock with it. I'm really happy with Mark Williams as well. He's still playing really good hoops, man. It was a really good trade for us. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the end of the year with this team. Wemby wins his first MVP in year number 3. AJ DeBance wins Rookie of the Year. Igor Demon, 6-man. Wemby wins Depoy. Jeremiah Fears wins Most Improved Guard and Clutch Player. We won 68 games, so we were even somehow better than we were last year by far. Steph, All-NBA second team. He is averaging 30 points a game in his age 39 season, so he's gotten progressively better, which is insane. No KD on any team. We were the 1 seed in the Western Conference. Yeah, 68 wins for this team is ridiculous because I don't think that this team should be at 68 wins, but 3rd best offense, best defensive team. Yeah, this is going to be the rotation going into the playoffs. I think this would be a perfect way to end the video in year number 3 if we can go back to back with this team. Dallas in round number 1. They added an old Bradley Beal. It's still kind of the same exact team. That does kind of spook me out a little bit, but let's sim the round. Down 2-1. Let's take a breather. Okay, let's chill out a little bit. We did lose to them in the conference finals in year 1, and we're down 3-1. We won 70 games, and we're down 3-1. 2K's funny, man. If I get eliminated, I get eliminated. And we force a game 6, okay. Moses Moody with a good game. Jimmy's got to stop shooting, bro. My God, is he bad. All right, can we force a game 7? And we do. Okay, we force a game 7 here. Kyrie goes for 36. KD with a big game. We shouldn't lose in round 1 if we won 70 games, but again, this Dallas team does have our number low key. Up in the 4th quarter, can we pull away? And we do pull away in the 4th quarter. We won by 20 points right there in game 7. Big game from Jimmy Butler to close it out. He actually has bounced back in these playoffs because it is playoff Jimmy at the end of the day. KD, what are you doing, buddy? All right, round 2 against Utah, who is finally a playoff team. They got Keontae George and Dylan Harper. Kind of fun backcourt right there. Still got Walker Kessler and Michael Porter off the bench. Interesting team right there. We do take game 1. We go up 2-0. And we're going to be getting out of there in 5 games. Okay, so back to the conference finals against OKC, who beat us. We beat in 7 last year. They want Jimmy Butler to come off the bench. Sure, 2K. Barely beat them in 7 last year. I don't think there's a chance we beat them this year. Well, maybe we do. Maybe we do. We destroy them in game 1. Curry goes for 50. Okay, so that's crazy. We're up 2-0 on them. Curry goes for 40. Apparently just, okay, maybe I spoke too soon. Curry has had over 40 in each one of these games in the conference finals, and we just swept OKC in the conference finals. Steph Curry just averaged 40. In a rematch, we're getting a bunch of rematches in the finals. In a rematch in the final year of the video, final series of the video, we get to play Boston. And how fitting, Jimmy Butler gets to go play Boston one more time to end his career, essentially. They got the same exact team. Can we beat Boston in the NBA finals? We win game 1. We win game 2. Oh boy. Can we win game 3? We're up 3-0 on this Boston team. Pods with 30. And we're going to be sweeping the Boston Celtics in year number 3 and getting out of here with a championship. We go back to back. Steph Curry wins finals MVP. Playoff stats, we brought back KD. We got him 2 more rings. Curry got 2 more rings. He's a 6-time champion, and he'll probably be going down as a top 5, top 10 player in the NBA. Kevin Durant now ends with a 4-time champion. And Jimmy Butler will be a 2-time champion to end this video. If y'all boys like this video, y'all want more videos like this, man, let me know in the comments down below how I can make these videos better. Drop a like, drop a sub, and let me know what rebuild y'all want to see next. I still got a bunch of them to do. Wizards one, Chris Middleton. Bucks one, Kyle Kuzma. We got the Raptors one with Brandon Ingram. We got the Heat side of this trade. Like, sub, comment down below. And I'm going to catch y'all boys in the next one, man. Peace out.